Friends, welcome. I am ready to go. I hope. Never fails. I always forget to grab something or do whatever. I have forgotten a couple inks, but that's okay. I will muddle through. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to mark myself as do not disturb. That helps with little interruptions. So, welcome. I decided to squeeze a Halloween class in before the new catalog full of all the fall and Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that other good stuff hits on Wednesday. I thought I'm going to do Halloween now. So in case you want the Halloween stuff, you've seen it and I don't have to try to squeeze it in later. And you can go ahead and get it now. If you want, I have 3 projects for you tonight. One's a card, one's home decor, and one's a treat package. All very simple and lots of fun. So, I have a limited number of days left for you to earn anything in my summer shopping spree. So, my summer shopping spree, for every $25 you order, you get a point. I've been doing this for June, July, and August. I have most of the points tallied, but there's still not points, entries, not tallied, entered, so that when I draw a name for $50 free, you may be in there if you have purchased, sent a card to me, done other challenges like share your cards, etc. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and if you've placed a $60 order this month before Sunday, you will earn an embossing folder, one of my favorites, because I'm turning 60 and you get the present. So that's that. That's a big repeat. The Tractor and Company class, craft box, I am creating 6 projects, and with this stamp set and dies, and you get to get the box, and it's basically a class in a box. There's going to be 6 projects. There's going to be some little gifts, all the supplies you need to create those projects. And you can register for that, and you need to register for that by Tuesday, September 2nd. And you can do that at craftlesscheryl.com. And today, Stampin' Cross Country registration opened, and you can register for that at craftlesscheryl.com, or if you scan the QR code, you're in. Hi, Nancy. How are things in Kansas today? It was warm here today, but so this is the catalog. I mentioned the catalog is going live on Wednesday. This is the online exclusives. There's pages of it. Can't share any of these with you until Wednesday. There's like 5 pages of it. Actually, 5 front and backs of it. And then this is the new catalog. If you have not received a catalog and you would like a catalog and you are in the United States, please let me know. So, beautiful weather, more fall weather. I'm feeling fall in the air myself. We are still harvesting. If you are a member of my emails, which you can go to craftlesscheryl.com and get on my emails, I shared a couple pictures yesterday. I apologize. If you are on my email list, I had that email scheduled to go out yesterday morning at like 9:30. And I noticed it went out last night. So the AM PM thing must have thrown me a little bit for some reason. So this Stampin' Cross Country email went out this morning. So there's back-to-back emails for me. Lucky you. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cheryl Wright. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana. And we are going to do some spooky Halloween tonight. This is the stamp set. I have 2 die sets, and I'm not going to be able to show them to you in whole. This one is one, it's called Fright Night Dies. I got the dies because I love the spider webs. I love the Eek and the Boo, and I loved these. The stamp set did not speak to me, so I got the dies only. And you can do that. You can pick and choose. This one, I got it all. And you'll just see it, the rest of it throughout the evening. But this is what I haven't used yet today, but I'm going to use this. And it also has paper that comes with it. It had ribbon, but I can't find my ribbon. I don't know. So we're going to do a substitute. Oh, look at that. All I had to do is look. So it's got some iridescent-y petunia pop ribbon. So I looked for that earlier and looked right past it. It also you can get some fun paper. So the fun paper, this is called Spooky Sweet 12 by 12. And it is a fun paper pack because it's got some regular DSP, which as you've seen, I've chopped out of. It's also got some tags. It's got some spooky windows. It's got some card fronts that you could use. Let me flip this the right way. So this could be a border on your scrapbook page or a border on your scrapbook page, or these could be card fronts. All you have to do is just cut them and you have your card fronts. And then that's got some pretty petunia pop in the back. Oh, another one of the pieces of candy paper. Oh, another piece of the windows with the kitty cats and pumpkins in there. And this is a page of tags. My pile is having a craft-a-lunch. Tags and some gray on the back. Now this is some, thought I had this going the right way. These are some cute, like pencil drawn little images. Aren't they cute? The little bat that's hiding underneath the ghost costume is my favorite. Oh, the little pig's cute too with the cake. I don't know, they're all cute. And then this pack, it's a specialty pack, so that means there's something. It has some ephemera, which basically means punch outs. So we could design some cards, and we just might do that tonight with all this fun stuff. And there are 2 sheets. They are not adhesive, so you need to your own adhesive on those. Ardelia just asked what the name of it is, and I said what it was, and then I forgot. Spooky Sweet DSP. And it is an online exclusive. These are all online exclusives. So shop the online exclusives if you would like any of these fun projects. So tonight we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do a card. We're going to do a home decor item, and we're going to do some treat packaging. I wanted kind of a well-rounded class. And I think I have all the fun stuff. Oh, speaking of treat packaging, you can get a package of 20 iridescent bags to use with your treats that comes in this sweet collection also. And there's stickers. And there's these stickers that are in. Oh, my camera didn't show for a second. Hi, Leslie. So these are some stickers that go with it. And I think that might be all, but you know what? I can show you the old catalog full of stuff. Let me grab what is in that collection. The online ready releases from July. I can show this one to you. I just can't show the new one to you. So this is where you find it online, of course. But this is just a handout that I had made. So this is the Spooky Sweet collection. So yeah, I showed you everything. So it has the paper, the bags, the stickers, everything. And then this is the other stamp set that I have. Not stamp set, die set, but I didn't get the stamp set. Stamp set just didn't do it for me. It was too limited. There you go. Too limited. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I had my measurements written down, but I don't know where they are. So I'm just going to give them to you this way. So this is 6.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 2 1/4. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and fold this over and do a little creasing. There we go. Yeah, that's the way it goes. And then the next paper we're going to use is this. It's just a sheet of black, and it is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm going to put this on the inside. If you hear footsteps, I have my grandkids upstairs with their mom. She didn't say anything, but I have a feeling she's escaping the heat at her house and just enjoying the air conditioning upstairs. All right, so that piece is going to go in there. Oops, I messed up. Woo, I caught it in time. All right, I knew I was going to do that too. So this piece, and by the way, this is Timid Tiger. This is 3 1/2 by 4, and it is scored at 3 or at half. All right. So I knew I was going to do that. I knew it. But good thing I'm going to put this on with some seal. Good thing I caught it in time, because once that green glue sets, it's kind of hard to get it back off. And then we'd have been cutting more paper and all that. So I want this on this side. I'm going to line it up. I know black on black is very hard to see. I'm very sorry. Line up the score line so that this will fold over. There we go. All right, we are now going to add more glue. Like I said, I could have told you I was going to do that. Some days are just like that. So not everybody is a Halloween fan. Are you a Halloween fan? I like the cutesy Halloween. I do not like the gory, bloody, yuck. That is not my thing at all. But these cute little critters and kids going around and trick-or-treating in neighborhoods and all dressed up in their cute little costumes. Yeah, I'm all in for that. So this piece of black is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. It's like, okay, I just said that measurement. And how are we doing? Oh, I've got a couple likes. Thank you for your likes. The likes and the comments and everything help both Facebook and YouTube share this with more people, so more people can like it and enjoy it. I gotta fix my camera. There we go. Okay, so this paper doesn't look directional, but if you look at the little bats, it kind of is. So I caught it on this one. The next one isn't, so the bats are going to be flying sideways. But that's okay, because the bats can be flying sideways. And actually they like to hang upside down, so I was probably worried about nothing. So this would be just a cute fun fold card to make, to send to whomever. There you go. Leslie agrees with the kids and the cards and the goodie bags, and yes, all for the little people. All right, so this piece of black is 1 7/8 by 5 3/8. And I don't have to remember any other special pieces that have to go in. Yay! And this is going to go, I'm just going to go this way. This is the front of our card, but to glue it on and line it up, I went there. So this is just the fun fold way like that. And this is where my bats are going to be sideways, but that's okay. I doubt anyone else will notice. Cute. Yep. Nancy's with me too. The cute part of it, not the scary part of it. I know some people just adore Halloween, and I know there's people that just don't really get into it much. I decorate the house, kind of. I put some cute stuff up. But mostly it's mostly my fall decorations. I do have a few cute paper crafting projects that I put up. So there we have the card base. All right. So now we have some selections. So I got all kinds of stuff. I have, this is going to be stamped on and put inside. And then I wanted to do the little Frankenstein dog on this one. Because he has the lollipop in his hand. And we'll give him a little jack-o'-lantern. Put his candy in. And what's stamp class without doing a little bit of stamping, right? All right. I'm going to cheat on this one. And I'm just going to stamp it on orange. Timid Tiny, to be exact. All right. So black is where it's at right now with this layout. Actually, I used a lot of black tonight. All right, we're going to do there. That one's done. I don't even have to color it. But I will color the Franken dog. And this is new. I have not stamped with it yet. But it's stamped Birdie. All right. There we go. And we'll come back to the rest of the stamping. We'll color this guy first. All right. We're going to color him like a Frankenstein. So that's going to be some Granny Apple Green, in my opinion. Or, ooh, Lemon Lime Twist. Let's do Lemon Lime Twist. Oh, you know what? We're going to see what color goes with it, with the paper, because I want it to be more matchy-matchy. You know me, I'm more matchy-matchy. Granny Apple Green. I already kind of didn't do that with the paper. The cardstock, it should have been pumpkin pie, but I already had my paper cut, and I looked at it and went, it's close enough. So we'll do better with this. So the puppy is going to, and then I put the Granny Apple Green away and kept out the Lemon Lime Twist. I'm losing it. I knew that tip was way too sharp for it to be Granny Apple Green. So how is everyone doing this evening? Getting ready for a big Labor Day weekend? Do you do anything fun for Labor Day weekend? Normally we go to the lake if we're done harvesting. We're not done harvesting, but we're going to go celebrate my birthday. So that should be fun. Yeah. All right. Kind of a spooky looking character. Not really. He's a fun guy. He is a fun fella. Give his little bolt a little darker hue. Give this eye a darker hue. Sometimes I'm really into the shading and other times I'm just like not. This guy is ready to go get some Halloween candy. And back to the light. Just gonna blend some of that dark stuff in. Oh, sounds like my grandkids are still upstairs. And that's just fine. My granddaughter doesn't understand when I have to leave to go to work in the basement. She wants to come down and do all the crafty stuff with me. All right. So I'm just going to need to leave my colors up. Pumpkin pie. Yeah. We're going to go with, we'll do pumpkin pie. Actually, we'll do, no, that'll be good. Pumpkin pie on his shirt. Ooh, this pumpkin pie is not good. The brush tip on this is ruined. But I have a feeling it's ruined on this one too. Well, not so bad. It's not great though. So if you missed my announcement earlier, Stampin' Cross Country registration has opened. We are using the Gathering Moments bundle and the Peace on Earth bundle. And you'll get to see what they are. Unless you're a demonstrator, you'll get to see what they are on Wednesday. But that is what we are using. And Barb has officially joined us for real. She is sticking around. She's going to do all the things with us this time. Last time she was a guest speaker or a guest presenter, but this time she's all in and we're excited. She's a very talented stamper. And she has $1 million set. This is her $1 million set that she got to make for reaching $1 million in sales with Stampin' Up. So she's been around for a minute or two and knows all the good tricks. And she is going to be presenting and designing projects and all the fun. Purple shorts. It's the way to go, right? Those people that think purple is just for girls. I was a Butte High Bulldog, and our team color was, our colors were purple. All right, I need to blend this out a little bit. Some of my shading, my coloring just stayed. Hopefully this will blend it out a bit. Okay. All right, he's about done. We need to come up with a lollipop color. We're going to go all out. We're going to do Melon Mambo. And Strawberry Slush. This is probably going to look really gross, but if it does, I can always make a new one of these and glue it on top. Strawberry Slush. And we will get in the Lemon Lime Twist, the Azure Afternoon. This kid's tongue is going to be yuck. Just yuck. Black or Berry Burst. And this is most of my coloring tonight, so bear with me. I need a yellow, but I don't really have, oh, we'll do dark Darling Duckling. And there we have our rainbow sucker. All right. I think that's what we needed. And we're going to die cut these. This is the die cut for him. And this is the die cut for, actually, we might do more coloring. I haven't decided. I had it in my head we were going to, so you know what? Let's do it. Let's just be done with it. We'll do all of it now. I want to do this cute little cat and her cute little broom. Then we can run it all through at the same time. I know. But then we'll have all our stamping and coloring done. I'm living on the edge. The last one stamped so well the first time. Yeah, that'll work. All right, and then I need a little one for the broom. So are you happy that we're going to all photopolymer stamps? Or are you sad because we're losing the red rubber stamps? Where are you on that? I love that I can see through these. I really do. I kind of saw the writing on the wall, but I'm hoping it all works out. I'm not looking forward to the new packaging. So I kind of like the way I do it now, but change is inevitable, right? I'm sure I'll like less. I'll be able to pack more stuff into a smaller area. I don't know that that's my immediate goal. I'd like to maybe pare down and have less stuff, but now it'll look like I have less stuff. So I guess if I were hiding stuff from my husband, it'd be either easier to hide a big pile of stuff, but he doesn't care. Hi, Shirley. I'm late. Look at me. I haven't even looked up in 7 minutes. Getting ready to go to Nebraska. Yep, I picked up the wrong blender pen. And thank you, Anna, for the happy birthday wishes. Haven't seen you for a bit. And hello. Yes, Barb was fun to watch in June. She's got such a fun personality. Anna would rather have photopolymer stamps, so she's all in on the change. So yeah. I'm sure when they changed from the last stamp cases, there were some people that didn't like the new stamp cases that we have now. And when we changed from different ink pad cases, some people missed the old and didn't like the new, and now we're happy with what we have. And so it's going to be fine. It'll all be fine. Now, my little trick or treat bucket, my marker is dried up on that end. Let's check the other end. This marker is just dried up. So I need to get a different dark black. Well, I don't know what light black looks like, but let's see if it's alive and well. So if something doesn't stamp dark enough for you, you just go over it with the marker. There we go. All right. And then we'll get the dark and maybe make her skirt dark. And we'll have our stamping done. I've got all, I better not say all. I have my die cutting done, most of my die cutting done. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. For the rest of all the pieces and parts. I was working on that this afternoon, and then I had to go help move equipment. So I did that, and then I came back. And then my little granddaughter and grandson and daughter-in-law came over, so I was visiting with them. I was so happy I got as much done before I left, so I could hang out with them and not say, sorry guys, can't play at all. Gotta go to work. All right, I think the clothes are complete. I might just make a little gray cat. Oh. Well, gray granite or smoky slate. I like that one. All right, looks like they're pretty much the same. All right. So this will be the light. Oh, my creaky table. I'll be glad when harvest is over and I can hire an assistant to fix my table. The reason I say hire an assistant is because last time I made a complaint about it. I don't remember which one of my sons just said, oh, here, I'll do that for you. And they just fixed it. And it was done, like fast. Should do the marker end, but I'm almost afraid to look and see if it's juicy. I should invest in some more markers. I should invest in the ones that are a part of the in color sale, because that ends on Tuesday. No, on Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday, the in color sale ends. So it's got a lot of designer series paper and all kinds of good stuff on it. So don't miss that sale. It even has some kits on it. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. To the broom. I haven't decided. I thought about having her ride the broom. We'll see when we get to that card or that idea. There we go. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of color to her bucket, her candy bucket, a little color to her hat rim, and give her a cute little pink nose. Oh, maybe she'll have a cute little black nose. There. Okay. Now they're ready to cut out. And I think this goes inside. Coloring takes a minute or 10. So we want this on here, and we don't want to have to color this twice. So we're going to use some Post-it note tape to anchor it. And more Post-it note tape to anchor the little trick-or-treat bucket. And more Post-it note. I'm going to have to get some more Post-it note tape out. I have not got the broom out yet. I could have stamped these closer together to save paper, but then I'd have had to use more time with the die cut machine, and I was trying to not do that. Then this is going to go quickly, she says, hopefully. All right. So with just the paper itself, if you have a Happy Halloween stamp at home, you could do a lot, because that paper has characters and tags and all kinds of good stuff. All right. This is the first night I haven't used an embossing folder for a while. I just realized it. But I don't know if I have any Halloween kind of embossing folders. I could make something up though, couldn't I? Like the brick wall or something. So if you're into tractors, sign up for my mystery craft box, and you will get 6 different projects with the Tractor and Company dies and stamp set, sold separately. Go to craftwithcheryl.com and you can sign up for that, or Stampin' Cross Country. You can go to craftwithcheryl.com and sign up for that. And oh, there's a piece of tape right there. Oh, she's so cute. And there's her little broom. I don't know if I can get her to ride the little broom. Oh well. You'll see why I wanted to do that when I get there. You'll see. And there's that guy with his candy. And our little trick-or-treat bag for his candy. He's all about the candy, that one is. All right, put these over here. That there. All right, let's finish this little card. I do need to do some stamping. So we're going to put Happy Halloween on the inside. And all tricks. No trick, all treats. That goes well with this guy with the big candy cane. Candy cane with this big sucker in his hand. So all tricks, no treats. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween is the one we're going to use on the inside. All right, and then I'm big into flicking lately. I like flicking. So we'll use some of this. And I'm just, let me have my scratch paper back. I'm into flicking, but I'm also into making a big mess. You just take your brush, and this is probably why some of my brushes aren't, or my brush tips aren't as good. And it just gives it a splatter. Nothing major, and it doesn't damage your brushes at all. So there's that. So we're going to put this on the inside of our card. We need to make sure that when we close that, you can't see it. So we'll use this. Is there an embossing folder with trees? Nancy asked. I'm not sure. There was, but I don't know if there still is. I can look that up for you when I'm done tonight, if you'd like. All right, there's that. We're going to close this, close this. Then this is where our trick-or-treat guy is going to go. We're going to give him a die to land on. Is it this one? Nope, I don't think it was that one. Ooh, maybe a big green one. That might be cute. There we go. I like that. Yeah, I don't think I need to go that way. I could, and I could stamp on it. All right. And I'm going to stamp up toward the top. There we go. And we're going to put this on with dimensionals. And I'm to the end of my dimensional sheet again. Just goes to show how often I am crafting a lot. When I was making my swaps, I went through a ton of dimensionals. And I might do that class next week, the one that I did with my swap. I can't show you other people's swaps because I don't have them, and I won't have them probably by then. But I have mine, and it fits in one of my favorite sets in the new catalog. So that just might be my class next week. And I'll do my drawing next week too. All right. Oh. This one has to come off because it's going to go over the edge and I don't want it to be there. Sometimes it's hard to see where I'm headed. There we go. Now I'm going to put a dimensional at the bottom, but I'm going to put a glue dot at the top because I don't want to double bump him up. So we'll do it at the bottom and a glue dot at the top. Here's my take your pick tool. Oh, I forgot to take off my backing. All tricks and no treats. We can put our little box there or put it down by his feet. There you have the card. It needs to be creased a little bit more so it will stick. But we will grab some of those embellishments that go with it. And what I'm seeing on this paper is some white stars. So we're going to do some white stars. And these are foamy. They're fun. The foamy white stars. And there's three different sizes. Yeah. 2 of each. 2 rows of each, I should say. And we're just going to give it a little bit more. Oh, got a dimensional in there. And you want odd numbers. So one more. We'll do one more medium size. We'll do one more little one. I want to put it right about there. There you go. There's a cute little Halloween card to send to your favorite little trickster. And it's just a simple little fun fold. Don't forget to glue this piece in before, before you put the glue on. So I'm going to put these away before I misplace them. I'll probably have them out again later. Now, the next one is my home decor piece. All right, I'm not going to fight with that now. Next one is my home decor piece. This is one that you could do for any holiday. You could do it as big or small as you'd like. And you could just do it lots of different ways. Besides the 2 stamp sets that I've shown you, I have incorporated the banners, the banner dies, party banner dies, and I've also included, or I've used the party alphabet dies, and these are sold as a bundle, so you can get a discount if you get them both together. Yes, they are spendy, but they are so much fun. It's one of those things that you could save up your reward points for and get, right? Your fun reward points. So what I did is I made, and more black on black, I'm sorry. I made 5 banners. I punched holes in them, and they have the hole punches to put in the corners and some rings to go over them. You can do that, or you can just use a hole punch. I just used a hole punch. So there's that. And then I used 2 different sizes. So one size, I used 2 different sizes that were next to each other. So that's the black size. And then I used the DSP size, and they just fit really nicely inside of each other. All right. So we're going to add these, and they might kind of have to come down a little further than I was thinking, but that's okay because of the holes. I did not punch the holes in. Oh, I got a stray spider. I did not punch the holes in the DSP. I just did it in the cardstock. So we're gonna glue these down. And I should have done it this way. This is the back of the window, the cat in the window paper. And honestly, it's a Halloween banner, right? So if it's not perfectly lined up, we could say that it was on purpose that way. And it did cover up some of my holes, but it'll be fine. All right. I shouldn't have probably done all 5, but I don't need to keep you up all night tonight. with my crafty endeavors. All right. Oh, that is going to not sit where I want it. So the word I'm going to spell is very appropriate, and I did it in 2 letters, 2 colored letters, so I can offset it and make it just, and I just did boo. It's an appropriate word for this time of year. So, and then I thought I would do flags on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and add the B. Actually, we're going to pop these up with dimensionals. So we're going to add the B to the B. And I'm just going to layer them on there. I shouldn't put the glue there. That's all right. I can go in with an eraser after it dries. So I'm going to try to be smarter this time. And we'll see how well I did. Better. And then this one. Like I said, you could make this, you could make a happy birthday banner. And you saw how big they are. You could make them huge. This is as big as the letters are. So you can't do bigger letters unless you use like a Cricut or something. But the banners would be all done. Let's go ahead and grab the dimensionals. I'm going to grab my glue eraser really quick while it's there. And it was good enough. It was dry enough. Greatest thing. Adhesive erasers. Gotta love them. And it's not a Stampin' Up product. Stampin' Up would be smart to sell them because I think a lot of their people use them. But it's one of those things that once you have it, you don't really use it up. I've had that one for a very long time, and it never gets much smaller than it is. All right. I made a cute little banner that says Happy Easter with some ovals and Stampin' Up products, some oval dies. And I really like it. I put it up every year. And I'm not going to try to put these on crooked or anything because it's going to hang crooked a little bit just because of how it's made. Oh, I hear people upstairs again. My husband may have arrived home. Ah! My internet hasn't tanked, so that's good. All right. Usually when my family members come in, they forget to turn their Wi-Fi off because I can't have anyone else using any Wi-Fi. I have to turn off my digital frame. I have to turn off my smartwatch. I have to turn off absolutely all the other Wi-Fi products. We are hoping to try Starlink soon. And if that's the case, it may help tremendously. But after harvest. Hi, Erin. How are you tonight? Erin is our wonderful swap coordinator. Tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Do you have most of the swaps already in, Erin? Are there some good ones? Inquiring minds want to know. I know Marcy said she dropped hers off last night. There's that. Okay, for these, I made a couple of the little haunted houses. The haunted house, this die, and it punches out all those holes. So what I did is I ran it through again with Daffodil Delight, and I added some black smudging, and then I put a piece of tear and tape on the back, and then I picked them up with the take your pick tool on the putty end, picked them up out of the yellow and put them into the black. So that's just how I did that. I've also seen people put wax paper or old vellum behind there, but I just decided to go this route. So that's what I did, and I'm going to put those on the ends. My little haunted mansions. So dimensionals. Using up another sheet. I'm going to have to get a whole bunch out. I could just tear the tear and tape off, but I want to pop these up just like the others also. I'm actually going to move these down so they're a little grounded, since they are houses. Haunted though they may be, they don't need to be floating in the air. You're good. You need more time to craft. Oh, that's a common thing, isn't it? You have 9 so far. And how many are there going to be total? I know we made 12, but I skipped it last time because I had too much going on, but I'm glad that I got back to do it this year. I actually had them done early. I don't think I probably shocked Erin when mine arrived early, because mine never arrive early. Mine usually make it there the day they're supposed to be, not a week early. I had a good week of getting ahead on some things this past week. It was kind of fun. All right, so there's that. Now I have some spider webs. I have some spiders. I have, I was going to put these on too. So these are a piece. This is the die. And it makes it so that you can almost use it as a bookmark, but it would be, the bat would be hanging upside down, which is good because bats hang upside down. But you can also, this is what I'm choosing to do with it. I'm snipping on the line carefully. And then I'm going to take I'll just take some seal, and then I'm going to pop it up behind each one. Kind of make a topper. What do you think of that? So I have one for everyone. I tried just folding it over, but it was like I didn't know what to do with the rest of that piece. So then I decided I'm just going to cut them. And put them on the back. So this is just a little bit of a fun class. It's not a quick one by any means, but there's just so much fun to be had with this Halloween suite. And it is an online exclusive. And Halloween is almost 2 months away. It's close. And don't tell me I didn't do enough of these, or I'm going to cry big tears. No. Oh. I know I did enough. Oh well, if I don't have to use the die cut machine, I'll make another and have it fixed for the picture. I know I did 5. But you know, it's black. Black on black. So, all right. I just thought it added kind of a cute little topper. All right. I don't know where that one went. Maybe a little witchy poo over here can make up a new one for us. Probably not. All right. They're all on except for the one that's MIA. I know I did it. Oh well, maybe when I get to the bottom of the other project. So I have a bat. So we'll put a bat on one. I like glue dots when I'm putting stuff on stuff because then I can see where I want it. Yes. And a spider. This one's going to get a little balled up piece. Maybe we'll put the web. I don't know if I want the web going over the bee. Nah, I want it over it. Might not use the web on this one. But I have more bats. I could always switch these and then have a bat on each end. We'll do that. And the bee, I don't know what the bee is going to get. Isn't this just fun? You could make banners for any old thing you wanted. Just out of the supplies you have hanging out at your house. All right, so putting these together, you might, when you see this, the picture, it might look a little bit different. So we could use this, but those holes are pretty small. So what I thought I would use is twine. And if you just take a piece and thread it through, I could have just thread it through all one, you know, using a big long piece, but I didn't want to do that. So I chose to do this. And I'm just going to tie a little bow because I already told you I like the cutesy Halloween, not the gory. So bows make it more cutesy, right? And you could make this Happy Halloween. You could make it say whatever you wanted. I went with Boo because it was a lot faster as a demonstration for my little class with you. I have treat packaging coming up. It's a pretty easy one. I think it's pretty easy, but what do I know? I think it's all easy. Oh, yep, it was my husband that came home. I just heard his phone go off. Hopefully he's on cellular. He's funny. Poor guy comes home and he gets kicked off his Wi-Fi as soon as he walks in the door. I'm having a video. All right, so there's that and that. And when I get this done, I'll take the black mat away so you can see it on. Or I'll bring a piece of paper out so you can see it so it's not black on black. Thought about doing it with the Petunia Pop. There we go. But decided that with my black bats, I like the black on black with that. And my treat packaging is black too. So get a package of black cardstock, because if you follow my directions, you're going to go through a lot of black with all my things tonight. Using so much black. So one more. And then you could add it to the ends also. I'm not going to do that tonight because I don't know how long I want my ends to be. I don't know if I'm having this across. What I'm taking this across, I could always retie these also and spread them out a little bit more. There's many ways you could try to do this, but this is one way, and you'll get to see it very cute in just a minute. And I will get that 5th bat. All right, let's put some bling on it. Got a boo and some bling. I put some of the purple on the bee to add a little jazz to that one. Since that didn't really have much, we can put, maybe that's all we'll do right now with that. All right. So I'm just going to grab a piece of white paper. Well, I need a bigger piece than that. So here it is. I know you didn't get to see it black on black, but there's my cute little banner. And I'll make a bat for that one. Isn't that cute? Not very big. Well, it's 12 inches long, just with those 5. You could just do the boo. You could do somebody's name, their initials. See, yep. The Halloween bundle, the paper is the way to go. The bundle is the way to go with this cute, all this fun stuff. All right, I'm going to set this aside. Like I said, when you see pictures, they might be a little bit more jazzed up, but I don't want to take your time to keep jazzing. So my next one is a treat holder, and I have a piece of black again. This piece is 4 by 5, and it is scored at 1 inch all the way around. And I'm just going to make a box bottom. A box bottom. Sounds very fancy, but it's just the bottom of the box. Actually, the bottom of the treat holder. All right. You've seen me make boxes before, so you cut on the line and then take a wedge out, cut on the line, and then take a wedge out. And you do that on one end or one side, and then you do it to the opposite. Pull those wedges out. So I'm doing it to the opposite side. Okay, so cut on the fold line, and then cut a wedge to the edge. Cut on that, and then cut a little wedge out. Now, I also like to take a little wedge out of the edges, a wedge out of the edge. So when I'm folding it, I don't get all these pieces in the road. There's my white. My glass mat, like I said, with my internet, just somebody told me it takes less bandwidth to not have all those grid lines. So I'm trying to just keep enough internet going until we get better internet. So I don't want to give up doing my videos. All right. So then I'm going to put some Steel Plus on all these tabs. And then fold it, line it up with the corner, press it in. Okay, so push this in, line this corner up with the edge, push it, Line it up with the corner, push it in. This one should have gone to the inside, but it didn't, so now it is. So there's our little box. Okay. Now, once again, we have black. We're going to use this piece and this piece. And this is with the Arches dies. They are currently unavailable. They've been very popular, but they will be back in stock in a week. September 8th. I checked that out before I said, yep, I'm going to use these. So I'm going to put one on each side to make a little treat carrier. I might have, maybe I should have made it a little bit smaller, but that's all right. Anyway, I did it this way. And then I made the next smaller size with some of the paper. And I'm going to go ahead, and I wanted kind of a night sky. You'll see why in a minute. And this one could be optional, but so I have a night sky. It kind of also looks a little bit like a tombstone, but and then I wanted a moon. Okay, now my moon's a little big. I know my moon's a little big, but that's okay. But these fun treat bags, you can also run them through your die cut machine. And so my moon is now iridescent. Isn't that cool? So it's not going to, I have to kind of hide the adhesive like you do, you know, on vellum. So I'm just going to put it down at the bottom and kind of line my holes up a little bit and hope it stays. So there you go. There's my moon. I'm just going to go ahead and add some adhesive right there also. So it might be a little flippy. If you ran it through together, it would probably kind of stick. I don't want it to go out too far, but it can go out a little bit. Hi, Tess. The measurements are easy on this. This was, well, just decide how big you want your box to be and then just go an inch on each side. So this one was 5 by 4. And then I just scored an inch around. All right, so then we have that. And then we have our cute little, so this is how I thought about trying to make it so that she was riding her broom up in the moon. But that's probably not going to work with this. I'd have to get rid of the candy. I don't know. Anyway, she might just have the moon in her background. Maybe the broom's flying by itself. I don't know. But let's go ahead and put her on. Or let's see where we want to put some kind of words. We're going to do no tricks, all treats again. We have that. It's on a block already. And the block is buried. Oh, fiddle. Oh, here it is. Away from everything else. So let's see here. Oh, I wanted to use another one of these pieces of paper. I thought, see, we could use these animals. Aren't these animals cute? We could cut these out and use them. I thought about using one of these. All right, let me find the one I already cut. That's not it. No sense in cutting into 2 of those sheets of paper, right? There's that one. There we go. So grab my trimmer. And since she's wearing a little purple, this might not work. It might work. That's what I thought, but now that I look at it, it may or may not be the right size. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, we're not going to use that. Okay, so we're going to use all, or no tricks, all treats. We're going to take and add this to the card. No, I want it just to cover up there. And then if I put her on here, oh, yep, that's what I want. All right, so I need to make a little mark with pencil. Right there. I hate using scissors if I can avoid it. I'd rather use my trimmer. I even have my daughter using trimmers at school. In her room. I always had one in my room. I always gave my student teachers trimmers. All right, we're going to put that on like that. We might actually make this just a little small, a little narrower. I thought it could be a cute little sidewalk. That's what I'm going for here, if you're not following. Could have been a little smaller, but okay. There we go. It's just a little narrower. All right. We're going to get to the treat packaging in just a second. We'll add this on here. We'll even leave the cute little stitching border. Add her with dimensionals. I could get one of those little bats to fly across here too. Oh, I do have an extra bat. Haha. There we go. So that being said, this is what I'm going to do. I need my take your pick tool, and I need a glue dot because this is kind of flapping. I'm going to put a glue dot behind. Now I know where everything's going. I'm going to put a glue dot behind, and then a glue dot on my bat. And then my bat can go over the glue dot. And then the little broom can go in her hand. I don't know where the little broom's supposed to go. Well, for now, maybe the little broom's just not going to go. So then there's two different ways you can finish this. If your box is narrow, you can, we're just going to put this on here. You have about 1 inch, remember. So put this on here. Line it up at the bottom. You should have just a little bit of extra on the edges. Okay, we're going to do it this way instead. There. Now, if your box is narrow, this is the second one. You are going to, you can bring these together and poke a hole. or you can just leave it like that, and then take some Halloween candy. I had some old Lindt chocolates, but I used just the Halloween colored ones, and put them in one of the cello bags that we used on the front. We cut out of, and tuck it in. And there you have a cute little Halloween treat package. Like I said, you could make these as wide as you wanted. I see now that this one could have been narrower. So maybe I would have done just cut off about a ½ inch there, but looks like a bed. It's supposed to kind of resemble like a tombstone, kind of a night scene, kind of Halloween packaging, I guess. So that's for bigger stuff. Don't forget, there's also some, there's a kit that has tons of Halloween treat packaging that you could make. I think it's got 18 in it or something, treat boxes. All right, so I'm pulling this away because I have so much black, so I'm hoping that my internet can handle it. And my cute little banner, some treat packaging, cute little banner, and of course my Halloween card. And we went long tonight. Well, not too bad, actually. Not for all we got accomplished. So there you have it. That is my, what I call it, spooky Halloween class. Just a little fun. There you go. With the Halloween products from Stampin' Up right now. Isn't the circle just fun? And it just changes with the light. And it matches the bag inside. I could have used the petunia ribbon, but I already had that ready to go. So I didn't find the petunia ribbon until I was with you guys again. But so I might change the ribbon out and use the petunia because it would match this a little bit better. But yes, you are very welcome. Oh, Nancy I think it was Nancy wanted to know about tree embossing folders right now. And I can just look that up really fast. Embossing, dry embossing. Trees. There's bark. That's all we have right now. It's birch bark. We don't have trees right now. But maybe we'll get something in the November online exclusives. I don't know. Thank you. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will try to have a great birthday weekend. Thank you for all your wishes, and have a great night. Have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Tuesday for mystery stamping number 100. 100. I can't believe we did it. We made it to 100. So hopefully we'll see you here on Tuesday night. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.